Alright, so today we're going all over this plant right here that you see probably all over. This is called chicory. And chicory is an edible plant. The flowers and the leaves are both edible. They're from the same family as dandelions. The best part of this plant is the root. It is a wonderful coffee substitution. It is a mild laxative, and it is also a pain reliever. They use this for a lot of years, both the leaves and the flowers in salads, and they used it as a headache reducer. So after a hard day of work, you can make a salad of this, take a lot of the pain off. The coffee itself tastes like chocolate and caramel. It is made out of the roots. If you stick around, I'll show you how we make chicory coffee. They do sell it in the stores, but how chicory's made like coffee. And it's pretty simple. It's a wonderful wild plant that you can find out while you're camping or out in the outdoors and make coffee for yourself, or at least a coffee substitution. It is a probiotic. It will help with gut health. So lots of good stuff about this plant that grows wild. Look how beautiful the flowers are. The entire plant's edible. All right, let's dig one up. I'll show you the roots, and then we'll go make some chicory coffee. That root got broke, but this is what you want, is the root. We're gonna take the whole plant, but we want a bunch of those roots, and it'll take this size root probably about 20 of these. All right, so we've got a bucket of chicory there. You can see it looks a lot like carrots. That's what you want to try to do, is pull it straight up so you get a nice long root like that. And you can cook these like carrots. You can eat them just like this. We're gonna cut them into little pieces, dry them out, roast them, and make a coffee out of them. So stay tuned. I'll show you how to do it all. So we've got our chicory harvested. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? We're gonna take the leaves, the flowers. Not gonna do too much with the stems. You could chew on those if you wanted, or feed them to your livestock. You can crush them up, make a salve out of them. We're going to concentrate on the leaves, the flowers, and the roots. Now here we have a piece of chicory. We're going to cut this off right at the root, and then it's easier to do this as it's green before you dry it out. We're going to cut these into just little 1/2-inch pieces all the way down the root, and we're going to set this aside. After we wash it, we're gonna wash everything first. Then we're going to cut the roots up, and then we're going to dry these out. After these dry out, we're gonna roast them for a little bit, and then we'll show you how to make coffee out of them. But you could cook this up in, however you do carrots or any roots out of your garden. These can be cooked the same way. Okay, so you can see that we've got everything separated now and cleaned up. The leaves and flowers are right here. You could eat this as a salad right now. I'm going to dry these out and make a tea so that I can use it periodically over the seasons, and that way I can use it when I need some to improve my gut health, or just to maintain my colon, or if I have a hard day of work and my muscles are sore, or I got a light headache, I can make some of this tea. Now the roots are here all cleaned up. We're going to cut these into 1/2-inch pieces right now while they're green. It's a lot harder. They get hard when they're dry. Then we're going to put them on a tray and just dry them in the sun or in a window or whatever. Once they're dry, I'll show you the next steps. Everything that's left, this fodder stuff, the dead leaves, the dirt, the burnt leaves, and a lot of these stems have buds and stuff on them. Your livestock are going to appreciate this, especially if they're older in life. You know, they're sore a lot. This is going to help with their pain. If they're working animals, this is going to help with their pain. If they're under distress, this is going to help with their pain. So it's a mild pain reliever, and it's going to help their guts as well. So, and their digestion. So definitely feed the extra stuff if you don't use it yourself to make a salve or something like that, or just chew on. Put a little bit of this in with your livestock's feed. They're going to appreciate it. Now we're going to make this into, I'll show you what it looks like once it's on the drying tray. And then in a day or two, when this is all dried up, I'll show you the next steps. For you guys, it'll be in a few seconds. Stay tuned.
A few moments later.
So here's the chicory, all cut up and ready to dry. We'll probably put it on some paper and stick it out in the sun. So the chicory that we processed is about dry, and this fodder that we slowly give to the chickens, the buds blossom still. New flowers every day. And those are great for tea and adding flavor to stuff, and adding to your whatever daily routine. It's also good for the livestock, so slowly give it to them. So as you can see, the chicory is all dried out. There's our tea, leaves, and flowers. Now, the flowers that are dry, they look like this. These are some of the new flowers we just picked off that, what I call fodder. Isn't it pretty? And I'll just add some of this to some chamomile or lemon balm or dandelion even, and add some of this to some of my tea periodically. This is a probiotic, and it helps with your liver and digestion and your colon, and it's all will even help with inflammation. So it's a good additive periodically. Now this is our root, and I'd say this is probably 85 to 90% dried out, and we don't have to let it dry completely out because we're going to toast this in the oven, or if you're at a campsite over the fire, until this is golden brown and dried out. So we want this real dry. We're going to crush it up into granules so that we can make a coffee-like drink. Now, some things you can add to the coffee are honey or cream or milk. We're going to drink it straight, maybe a little bit of honey. And we'll show you how to make that, so stick around. Make sure you hit the like button if you've enjoyed this so far, and subscribe to our channel. And if you do, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we upload a video. Now baking's going to take about 15 to 20 minutes at 350 degrees, and you're going to notice a nice chocolate caramel smell. It's very enjoyable, and pleasing to your senses. All right, you can see now that it's all toasted up and crumbly, completely dry, hard. It's a rock. You can either take a few stones and grind this up if you're out in the wild, or a mortar and pestle, or even a food processor. What you want to do is grind this up so it looks like a ground coffee consistency, and you're going to make it the same way as you make coffee, about 1 to 2 tablespoons per 1 cup of water. So now you can make tea with this root too. I mean, coffee basically is just tea made with coffee beans. Okay, so first couple times through the food processor, we did get this much. So a lot of this left, and it needs smashed. It's hard. So we're gonna have to break this up with a hammer or rock or something like that and get it broken apart so we can process the rest of this. All right, now there's our ground chicory, and it's just heavy, so it's going to make it nice for coffee. Now what you have left, this is really hard to it's hard stuff, so you can continue to grind this up and get little bits like that's on top there. The first part you get's real brown and chocolatey looking, and then the second bit that you get is this lighter stuff. Just throw this in with your tea. That root's really heavy in probiotics. So you want to keep this. Don't throw it away. And this is going to make a really nice coffee. They're both a lot alike. It's just your coffee's going to be thicker and than your tea is. And a lot of times when I make tea, I add other things in with it. So that's basically the difference. And there you have it. That's what we got out of that. Should make about 4 or 5 cups of coffee. I got enough to make a lot of tea. Alright, so we've got our pulverized chicory here. And I think it'd be fun to hear your stories on the process you use to pulverize your chicory root. So if you go and make your own pulverized chicory root, make sure you come back and comment what process you used to pulverize your root. It smells so good. We've got some hot water here, and we're just going to use the pour over method.
See that? That is the same putter I used when I played. It's like a knife. Man, this is excellent. Well, you get the spirit of a hockey player in you now. So figure out playing.
Now in this cup, there's this steep bowl, and I'm just going to leave it down in the water for a little bit. You don't have to. You can pour it right out. You can pour it right through. Drip coffee makers work. I'm just doing this for my own preference. You can use a regular filter like a coffee maker, is what I'm saying.
First my dad, now Chuck. Anybody I get close to dies. Oh, you run.
No, you can't blame yourself for this.
I guess that alligator finally finished the job.
Maybe you hear Happy Gilmore in the background. Happy Gilmore 2's out on Netflix now. Alright, let's do a taste test and see what it looks like. Alright, so we're going to give this a taste. I'll show you what it looks like. We're just going to taste it plain, and then I'm going to add a little bit of honey. So that's what it looks like. It's a little lighter than coffee, right? What's it smell like?
Smells nutty.
Nutty.
You think?
Yeah, taste it. Smells like a I'm just going to add this much honey. It's like a little teaspoon.
Ooh, that's real bitter.
Bitter,
it's
she
so
says.
bitter. Very bitter.
Very bitter, like coffee, like plain coffee. And some people really like the bitter taste. Others like to add honey or cream. So do you drink your coffee straight or do you add creamer in?
I can drink it black, but I prefer it with creamer. No sugar, just creamer.
Just creamer. Let's try it with creamer.
Specifically French vanilla international delight.
Creamer. And a little bit of honey. And let's see if she likes it this way, like she likes her coffee. Looks like clam water. Sounds appetizing. Very vanilla-y. You definitely wouldn't need much creamer, would you? That
Yeah.
sweetened it right up. Look at her face.
That's better. That bitterness is still stuck in my mouth from the first drink.
Better drink some more of this then. So she's saying add some sort of sweetener. I say honey. And maybe some cream. If you can't handle the bitterness of the chicory. But it's a lot like bitter straight coffee.
No, it's got a different bitter than coffee. I don't know, I can't put my finger on it. It is bitter, but it's different bitter than coffee.
Well, it's bitter. And apparently there's different types of bitters. But coffee's very bitter too unless you sweeten it up. I like coffee straight. I like chicory straight. She doesn't like coffee straight or chicory straight. So it's personal preference. It is good for you. Do you like it this way?
It's alright. I mean, I wouldn't.
If you had to quit caffeine and couldn't drink coffee, would this be a good substitute?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
There you go. Keep finding the art and everything, guys. We'll see you guys next time.